What is up, guys? It's your boy Shady Luke. Today we're gonna talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, man. I watched a video of Will Compton talking about KC and how he's saying, "I think this will be the year of the downfall for Kansas City." And honestly, I'm watching and I'm like, man, I just do not see it. And this is coming from an Eagles fan's perspective, man. I just do not see it with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I mean, we've seen this team with so many weapons on their I'm talking about their offense specifically, not their defense right now, but their offense has been stacked. We see it with Tyreek Hill. We saw it with Travis Kelce. The offensive line has been pretty questionable, I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, to do what Patrick Mahomes did this last year without Tyreek Hill was so huge to me. And I've critiqued Patrick Mahomes like in the past. I really have. Like the year when they lost to Tampa Bay, I honestly thought Tampa Bay was going to get the best of them. But let's be real, his offensive line was trash, bro. And then, Todd Bowles just literally sat his defense into a quarters coverage. And that was like a learning curve for Patrick Mahomes. Like, we're so used to seeing this KC offense just air it out on defenses. And that's not what they did against Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles sat in that quarter coverage the whole game. And you could see them struggling along with the offensive line struggles. And that was like a turning point. And at that time, I really was honestly not the biggest Patrick Mahomes fan. But the next year, with what they did, was just astonishing to me. Like, going back to the Super Bowl, I was like, okay, we'll see what Patrick Mahomes does this upcoming year. For him to do what he did with what they had was shocking to me. Like, it really just showed me this guy is the best quarterback in the NFL, and this guy is here to stay. And honestly, as long as he's there with Andy Reid, and I know it's sounding like they're going to be missing Travis Kelce week one. That'll suck because he has like Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore. But you're talking about Patrick Mahomes, and this dude has learned. He's learned that the offense isn't just about airing it out downfield. Like, he'll literally just pick you apart down low. I watched him do it against my Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. Honestly, thought we had that game, but man, I gotta be real with y'all. Like, I didn't think we were gonna lose, but I knew having a close game with Patrick Mahomes, something wasn't right, because the dude, he's just so clutch. Like, anybody that watches KC knows that if they're within like 7, even 10 points, he can come back and score on you. They literally do it all season long. It's not just Patrick Mahomes too. It's like Andy Reid. Andy Reid is just so creative, man. So creative. And honestly, like, the downfall of Kansas City in the AFC West, I mean, they got the Denver Broncos with Russell Wilson. Who knows how good Russell Wilson's going to be this year? I mean, yeah, I believe in Sean Payton, but who knows how good Russ is going to come out this year? Then they got the Raiders. And yeah, honestly, people like to talk down on Jimmy G. I don't think Jimmy G is as bad as a lot of people think he is. I actually think he's pretty solid. In his last year in San Francisco, from a statistics standpoint, he was actually a pretty good quarterback before Brock Purdy took over when he got hurt. He was pretty good, but I don't know, man. McDaniels, how much do I actually believe in McDaniels? I just think there's some question marks there. And their defense, are they really getting stops? Are they going to get a lot of stops in that division? Or let alone their conference? They're in the AFC. Then there's the Chargers, and I'm a big Herb guy. I honestly think that your boy Kellen Moore coming over from Dallas will really help out Herb over there in Los Angeles, but we'll have to see. I honestly, we just don't really know how that's going to work out there. The Chargers are one of those teams that they could be a Super Bowl team, or they could just be a complete just bust, like nobody knows. But then there's KC, and you just cannot, I cannot repeat this enough. You can't count KC out with Patrick Mahomes. This dude is, I mean, obviously he doesn't have the rings like Tom Brady, but listen, I'm 28. He is the greatest quarterback I've ever watched play the game. You guys can roast me in the comments all you want, but I'm a firm believer. Like, just everything I'm seeing from this guy, I'm like, yes, he's getting top tier coaching from Andy Reid, but just the things Patrick Mahomes does, man, it's truly insane. Like, it's crazy. Like, any Sunday, even if he's down, like I said, you just can't count him out. And for that exact reason, I cannot count KC out, like, in the AFC. I just can't. I know the AFC is stacked. There's so many good teams in the AFC. I honestly don't even know who I'm picking to come out of that conference for the Super Bowl. There's just so many good teams. But you put him up against any team, that offense, they're good. And I know Chris Jones is holding out, and Chris Jones is honestly their main pass rusher. Like, if they don't have Chris Jones, that may cause some problems. But, you know, Spags isn't bad. He's not a bad defensive coordinator. And, I mean, honestly, in the Super Bowl against my team, he only got a couple stops on Philly, but those couple stops were enough. And the thing is with KC, a couple stops, sooner or later, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are going to catch fire. You can't keep them out of a game fully. I know the Bengals and Joe Burrow kind of get the best of them, but on the real, KC will always be there. Like, you just never can count them out. So this whole thing that they might have a downfall, maybe they take a step back, but how much? I don't think it'll be that much. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see it from KC. And I don't see it from your boy Patrick Mahomes. He is truly the best, and he shows it every single snap. Literally every single snap. This dude just is creating magic out of thin air every single snap. Yeah, anyways, guys, I just wanted to kind of like, I saw that clip from Will Compton, and I was like, bro, come on, there ain't gonna be no downfall there. I was like, maybe they take a step back. And he said, I think he said maybe even miss the playoffs. He didn't say that for sure, but nah, I'm like, I don't think they're missing the playoffs. And they're in the AFC too. AFC is way harder than the NFC. We all know this, but I just don't see KC losing out on the playoffs. But I guess we'll see. You know, maybe they come out against Detroit, and not having Travis Kelce and not having Chris Jones kind of smacks them in the mouth a little bit. Detroit is on the rise, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. You guys, what do you guys think? You guys think KC will miss out on the playoffs, or maybe even take a step back? Maybe a little bit of Super Bowl hangover. I mean, they didn't have Super Bowl hangover in the last one, so you guys tell me. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, guys, it's your boy Shady Luke. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video today, and for sure subscribe, because you know your boy's gonna be dropping that dope football content. We got football here this Thursday and this weekend. It's gonna be lit. There's no question about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm outie, and I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces.